Heyo, Hudson here with Planet 4 Gaming. I'm back on War Thunder Realistic Battles, and this time I'm flying the Yak-9T, which, if you're an arcade player, is the troll plane, but in realistic, not so much. So I've been wanting to do a video on this plane ever since I uploaded my first video on the Yak-9K, and someone left me a comment, which I will read for you now. It goes like this. Personally, I think Yak-9K is utter shit. Hate playing it, guns go haywire, spread is insane after second shot. Yak-9T for the win. The best plane out of Yak-9s. And then he puts on sunglasses or something, I don't know. So I responded to him, I said, well, I see what you're saying, the Yak-9K has bad recoil, but when you upgrade it, it's not that bad. It's easy to control when you know what you're doing, and the planes perform kind of the same. And then he replied to me. He said, "After a while, you'll notice, Yak-9T does more dem than Yak-9K, and you might think, oh wow, no way, how is that even possible? It's simple if you use APT rounds on you'll one-shot everything, while Yak-9K has only default ammo belt and some of their rounds spark. Plus Yak-9T is a sniper, while Yak-9K is a shotgun, impossible to aim, that's why I love Yak-9T." Well, we know his opinion on the Yak-9T, and 9K, obviously. But let's see what if what he's saying has any validity, I guess. Well, I don't know about sniper and shotgun comparison, because the Yak-9K most certainly does not fire buckshot or anything like that, so I don't know where he's going there. I guess that's more of an accuracy thing for him, but I mean, shotguns are pretty accurate up. No, whatever. I'm not even gonna think about that right now. Well, he talked about using APT rounds on the Yak-9T, which I don't do. My logic behind that is with a large caliber cannon like that, you'd want the big bullet to just like explode on the plane and not pass through it. That's my logic. I don't know if that's like the right thing to do or anything, but that's what I use. So I use the belt for air targets, not armor piercing. But he is right, the 9K does not have any secondary options for belts for its 45mm cannon. But I mean, even then, a lot of the times I see the 9K doing much more damage than the 9T. That's just me. Especially if you're going against bombers, heavy fighters. Even one time I smacked an LA-5 right in the fuselage. It took that 37mm cannon, no problem. And it was still flying okay. I didn't get the kill, I got an assist, which sucked. 9K, that would have been a kill. But it's still a good plane, the 9T. I like flying it just as much. I mean, I don't know. Well, we'll see here. I'm flying against the Japanese. I don't think I've shown a video flying Russians against Japanese yet, and that is a challenge. Flying against the Japanese. The A6M3s and KI-61s even will easily outturn you and outclimb you, and it can be very hard figuring out how to come at them. But you can see what I did here was I kind of stayed away from the fight in the beginning, and then you just wait for him to dive on your team, basically, and then you fuck him up like I did there. Which, I mean, you can... you know what, I won't even take criticism on that. That's a valid tactic. Letting your team go in and die, and you get the fighters when they drop to low altitude. But yeah, see, here's a KI-45 heavy fighter. I'm on his tail now. Maybe the only thing on their team that can't outturn me. And, yeah. Not a lot of damage, it seemed, there, but he still crashes into his own bridge. Too bad kamikaze attacks can't take out bridges. I would have gotten so much XP for that. Or not XP, RP now. Fuck. Don't get me into that. The fucking grind for goddamn planes. I'm never gonna get the LA-9. Shit. But now it's gotten a bit tougher situation for me. There's about 3 enemy zeros now. The only thing you can really do here is kind of fly away and go in head-ons, because you got the speed advantage, but you've got 0 chance in a turn fight unless you've critted them. And see, here I am going in a head-to-head with this KI-61. He's kind of turning off. I don't know what he's doing, but he got some shots in. And what you see there is I missed everything, and that's kind of where the 9T is at a disadvantage in a head-to-head. You wouldn't think it because it does so much damage, but you're only putting out a few shells, and it's kind of harder to get a good shot in there going in a head-to-head. So in head-to-heads, I'd prefer a plane with maybe 4 20mm cannons, or like, you know, the Focke-Wulfs with 6 or whatever. And even like a P-40 or whatever with 650 cals. I'd feel more comfortable going in a head-to-head with that armament, simply because you're putting out so many rounds, you're pretty much guaranteed to hit. But I mean, this is the only real tactic I have right now. But yeah, see, fuck that guy up. A lot of people are afraid to go to head-to-heads with the Yak-9T just on the off chance that you will get a good hit. So that's what happened there. He was kind of pulling off, and I got him at the perfect angle. And that's really what you gotta do. But I mean, my team got totally fucked, I guess. It looks like me left and 2 Yak-1s, which are at high altitude doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. I think I asked for help at some point. I think they dive in, but they kind of play kind of chicken shit, I guess. Like some pussies. But, you know, I've had a good game so far. 3 kills. Once you get 3 kills, you don't get to complain about your game, as far as I'm concerned. 3 kills is pretty much a good accomplishment, if you ask me. Even 2 kills. 1 kill, fuck it. Going out and getting a kill is good enough. Well, at least it was in the old system. With the new RP gains, it's not very much. And, really any amount of kills doesn't amount to much with RP. God damn it. Goddamn RP. But yeah, my Yak-1's getting in. I'm trying to get some sort of shot in, but my wing's kind of messed up. It's messing up my plane's handling. Not that I could turn with a 0 at any point anyway. And it's just making it hard to fight at this point, because I've lost speed, lost altitude. There's a shitload of fighters on the enemy team. Shoji coming at me. Goddamn, nothing's going my way. But looks like the Yak-1s have arrived on scene. I'm just trying to get some shots in here on this 0. And yep, he fucked that wing up. I didn't do shit. Yeah, that's what I was saying about the 37mm cannon. It's hard to get those shots in on a head-to-head unless you kind of like line up perfectly, nose to nose, and then he's gonna get a lot of shots in too, and it's just not a fun situation. So I'm heading back to base with Shoji hot on my heels, but Shoji was taken down by my teammate. That's why you gotta pay attention, Shoji. Pay attention to what you're doing. I expect more from you. So I've come in a really awkward landing. But no problem. Just mow the lawn with my propeller. God damn. Mow the lawn on the runway, you bums. Always do a drift when you land. But, what you're gonna see here is there's an enemy Hien coming in for the runway. And what will I do to counter the Hien? Don't worry, I've got tricks up my sleeve. I prepared for this situation using the Dance of the Tsar communist airplane AAA runway machine. Yes, I took him out from the ground. It was most badass, especially that explosion. None of you have ever seen something so badass in your life, but unfortunately, that badassery must come to an end now because this Zero totally wrecked my shit. If I had built up enough speed, could have made it back to the runway and repaired again, but alas, I must land my AAA multi-role fighter in the forest. Have to drag it back to the runway or something. But I can't complain, that was a good game, 4 kills. Like I said, at 2 or 3 kills you don't get to complain. I got 4. And I got the most badass kill ever known to man, so... Actually, I saw someone got a bomb kill in an Arado. I gotta give the award to that guy, but... that was still a pretty badass game. We actually win this game, if you were wondering. This Yak-1 managed to pull something out of his ass, because... we won it eventually, I don't know how, but... Anyway, that's my game. I hope you learned something about the Yak-9T. I don't really know what I was saying of value in that whole video, but whatever. This has been Hudson with Planet 4 Gaming. Thanks for watching, and as always, get the fuck out of here.